Send in Sam Rockwell. Send in Sam Rockwell. Mr. Right, released in 2015 and is directed by Paco Cabezas, who has also directed such films like Rage, Spy, and TV shows like Penny Dreadful, Into the Badlands, and Fear the Walking Dead. And this movie is starring Sam Rockwell, Anna Kendrick, and Tim Roth. And the reason why we're talking about Mr. Right this week is because it was a PayPal donation and recommendation from the two biggest supporters that I have on this channel, Mr. and Mrs. Rusted Beetle. So it's part of your whole list that you sent in to me with all the donations that you've made in the past couple of months. So thank you both so much. This is kind of like my PayPal donation recommendation week, just trying to knock out all the ones that I've gotten. So again, thank you guys. If any of you want to be like Mr. and Mrs. Rusted Beetle and donate to this channel, help support this channel, you can make a PayPal donation by clicking on the donate button on the main page of my YouTube channel. Any size donation will do. And if you have a movie that you really want me to watch and watch right away for you, you can attach your movie with your donation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a shout on the channel. Ex-CIA agent Francis Munch, played by Sam Rockwell, is now a gun for hire. However, he doesn't seek out to kill the people that he's hired to kill, he kills the people who hires to kill him to kill people. Ow, my brain hurts. But one day he catches the glance of Martha McKay, played by Anna Kendrick, and he very abrasively asks her out. And with her recently getting out of a relationship, blindly accepts, and they have a really great time and become boyfriend and girlfriend. However, Martha does find out about Francis's past and is now unsure if she wants to go on with this relationship. Yeah, you know, when I find out my boyfriend is, a hitman, I kind of like, he's kind of nice. Maybe I'll stay. No, you get out of there. Even though Sam Rockwell is awesome and is just so cool and is charming as hell in this movie, I will say it's refreshing in a romantic comedy. I guess it's a romantic comedy action movie. It is nice to see characters just be very determined and very set on, yeah, I want to be in a relationship with you. Let's go out. Let's go out on a date. Give me a chance. Let's just do it. As opposed to someone just kind of sitting there and longing for someone or pining for someone. Here, Francis goes after what he wants, with their consent, of course, and I like that. And I think that's why Martha goes out with him, because it's actually very charming. Here's someone who is pretty assertive. Not assertive in a bad way, just assertive in like, hey, I know what I want. And really what I want in this movie is even more of Sam Rockwell. Could this entire movie just be Sam Rockwell, please? Because when he's on screen, when it's his story, when we're following him, I really enjoy this movie. However, whenever Anna Kendrick is on screen, I feel like I'm in a different movie. I never get really a sense of who her character is, who this Martha person is. The description online says she's overly optimistic, which, like, okay. Who is this character still? I feel like we get this front, or we get this mask that is just put onto this character, and typically like something that you would get on a first date or a blind date, where you have your guards up and you're nice and protected and you're putting out a front to people. But then as you get to know someone, those guards, those fronts come down and we get to see the real person. I feel like she's not only doing that with Sam Rockwell in this movie, she's also doing that with the audience. And if this audience doesn't know who this character is, what makes her tick, or I guess what type of a person she is, I can't connect to her. And that's my problem. I'm not connecting with her at all. I don't know what she's about. And the dialogue that she has, it makes me feel like I don't think a single line is written down for her. I feel like she's just riffing and improvising the entire time. Almost as if it's like, hey, let's put Anna Kendrick in this funny situation because it's funny and she's popular with the young crowd, so yeah, let's just do that. Haha. Which I'm sure it worked for the young crowd, it's just not working for me. I guess I've seen this character from her before in almost every single movie that she's in. Some quirky, kinda nerdy, but not too nerdy type young girl. Pitch Perfect, A Simple Plan, The Accountant, hell, even the Twilight movies. It's all the same character. And I'll be honest, and I hate being a judgy person when it comes to relationships, because, in my opinion, you love who you love. Love is love, whatever. Sam Rockwell is 52 years old. Anna Kendrick is, I think, 35. There's like an 18-year gap between the two. It's a little creepy. I don't know, whatever. As long as they're both over 18, I guess it's okay. It's still weird to me, though. And because it's weird to me, I feel that there is a disconnect when it comes to chemistry between the two. Even though whenever they're talking and they're sharing dialogue in a scene, again, it feels almost 100% completely improvised. And I'm not gonna buy that because they have such a powerful connection that Sam Rockwell is immediately able to teach her how to analyze and feel the Force, I guess, the same way that he does. Seriously, they have a scene and he's explaining, how he goes about killing people and shooting up people and throwing knives at people, and it's like, you feel the connection, you feel the flow from the item that's moving, and you move with it. And then all of a sudden, Anna Kendrick is able to catch knives out of midair. Yeah, could you teach me that, Sam? Teach me how to throw the knives again, Sam. As knives go by. Yeah, not buying it. Now, the action scenes, the fight scenes that we get in this movie are actually a lot of fun. Rockwell is a badass when it comes to hand-to-hand combat, and when we get to the big action set piece at the end of the film, I like their take on the henchmen because they're not mindless. They actually give personalities and characterization to the hitmen. Some of them, yes, do want to take out Sam Rockwell and Anna Kendrick. But there are also a couple of them who are like, hey, I'm just hired for this. This isn't worth my life. So they might go for a kill, but then they'll hesitate and go like, if I do this, he's killed almost every other person here, so I'm probably going to die too. Do I really want to do this? Nah, not really worth it. I like that. I think we need to have more henchmen like that in movies. I guess the word I'm looking for this movie is just fine. It's a fine film. It's a fine romantic comedy action movie. I'm preferring more of the action side of this film and the parts where Sam Rockwell is on screen, but whenever we get Anna Kendrick, again, there's just a disconnect. I don't feel connected to this character at all, and nor should I care. Plus, cats don't like her in the movie, even though she likes cats, which I appreciate, but the cats don't like her. And cats are very truthful people, and they can tell character, and if they attack someone, they're probably bad people, so Anna Kendrick is probably a bad person. That is the big takeaway from this movie. I'm gonna give Mr. Right 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part of my videos where I randomly select which movie I'm gonna be watching next, so let's take a look. Justice Society World War II. This is brand new from the DC animated universe this year, I believe. But I've really been wanting to watch this. I think I purchased a digital copy of it many months ago. It's one of those things that, again, I just haven't had time or just watched it, and I don't know why. But that's why this channel exists, is it gives me opportunities to select from all the movies that I own to finally watch them and review them. If any of you have recommendations of films that you want me to review on here, you can make a PayPal donation on the main page of my YouTube channel. Any size donation will do, just attach your movie recommendation with your donation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, give you a shout out on the channel, and get my review of it published as quickly as I possibly can. So guys, have you seen Mr. Right? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before, and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell, so you'll know the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time with my review of Justice Society World War II. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.